Medium. Yes, sir. In the building, Media Marcus. Monday, April 27, 2026. I'm your guy, Media Marcus. The latest in news, sports, and entertainment. Coming off a big NBA game. I'll get into it in a second, but I got a lot of things to talk about tonight. So there's a lot of things I need to run down on. So I'll give you guys the latest, obviously, news, sports, and entertainment. But yes, just the NBA right now, and we're in the midst of NBA playoffs. My beloved Orlando Magic up 3-1 over the number 1 seed Detroit Pistons. They get the win tonight, 94-88. Real drag it out kind of fight. The Orlando Magic, though, they get the win. My beloved Orlando Magic now up 3-1 over the number 1 seed Detroit Pistons. Desmond Bain, 22 points in the win. Paulo Banchero, 18 points. 19 points for Franz Wagner, but only played 6 minutes in the second half. Cade Cunningham, 25 points in the loss. I have to talk about Jamal Cain, though. Jamal Cain had this crazy dunk on Jalen Duran, and Jalen Duran continues to struggle in the series. He was benched the last, the closing minutes of the game last, maybe 90 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Jalen Duran had 12 points and 8 rebounds today, but it just wasn't enough as Magic go up 3-1. So feels good. Job's not done, though. The job is not done. The Kobe GIF, the job is not done. So we'll see what happens there. Next game coming up in a couple of days in Detroit. I'm sure that's gonna be a tough one to win, but playing with house money at this point. So shout out to my Orlando Magic. They get the win tonight, 94-88 over the Detroit Pistons. Oklahoma City right now up 87-76 over the Phoenix Suns. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 22 points, 8 of 12 from the field. They're looking to sweep. They're up 3-0 right now, looking to go 4-0 sweep Oklahoma City, defending champions over the Phoenix Suns. And right now, Denver is up 28-19 over Minnesota. Timberwolves, no Anthony Edwards, no Dante DiVincenzo, and Jaden McDaniels has 2 early fouls. So Denver is up right now in that game as they try to extend the series to 6 games. All right, so that is the latest right now in the NBA. We got a few more games tomorrow that we can get into. But so that's what's happening right now in the NBA, and I got a lot of things to talk about outside of sports. So I'm really just going to get into it. I really just going to cut these clips later. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, I'll see you later. But Megan Thee Stallion sets early exit from Broadway's Moulin Rouge, the musical. Blex Media reporting Megan Thee Stallion sets early exit from Broadway's Moulin Rouge, the musical. 3-time Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion will take her final bow in Moulin Rouge. Three-time Grammy Award winner. 3-time Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion will take her final bow in Moulin Rouge, the musical, on Friday, May the 1st, cutting her limited Broadway run short. So the rapper made history as the first woman to play Harold Zidler, the show's charismatic MC. But she was originally set to run through May 17th. Her departure comes weeks early. A replacement will start on May the 2nd. So Megan Thee Stallion sets early exit from Broadway's Moulin Rouge. She will be exiting the show on May 1st, although she was originally set to run through May 17th. So that's the latest from Megan Thee Stallion. We know this comes shortly after her announcement. We know this comes just a couple of days of her. We know this comes just a couple of days after her announcing her breakup with Klay Thompson. But she will take an early exit from her role in Broadway, Moulin Rouge. So that's the latest on Megan Thee Stallion. She says an early exit from her Broadway, Moulin Rouge, the musical. Her last day will be May the 1st, although she was set to go through May the 17th. So that's the latest on her. What else we got? Keep it in the music. Keeping in the music realm, let's talk NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy's American YoungBoy documentary grosses 1.1 million. 1.1. NBA YoungBoy's American YoungBoy documentary grosses 1.1 million in the first week in theater. So this is Double XL reporting once again. NBA YoungBoy, American YoungBoy documentary, and it's been. I mean, I've seen people in the theaters going to see this. So let me pull up the actual the link here. But yes, NBA Double XL reporting NBA YoungBoy's American YoungBoy documentary reportedly grosses over $1.1 million in its first week. Released on April 22nd, there's been a major turnout at theaters for the new documentary. According to the Box Office Mojo, American YoungBoy debuted at number 10 on this week's box office totals, ranking in $1.1 million. Out of the movies in the top 10, I don't know what else that's saying, but yeah, American YoungBoy documentary documents the Louisiana rapper's massive MASA tour. I think is it MASA tour, which grossed nearly $70 million in 2025, making it one of the most successful solo rap tours in history. So congratulations to NBA YoungBoy. His American YoungBoy documentary reportedly grosses over $1.1 million in its first week in theaters. So that is major. That is super major. So congratulations to NBA YoungBoy. I saw it today, like, whoo, YoungBoy be doing crazy numbers. He really does. Let's stick with, I guess we'll stick with music right now. I can talk quickly. I mean, Hollywood Reporter reporting, we know Michael Jackson's been, all his name's been everywhere right now with the Michael movie coming out. It's really good if you're creating content. Michael Jackson's really good for that. But Michael Jackson gains 5 million Spotify monthly listeners following Michael movie. So Hollywood Reporter reporting, Michael is a certified blockbuster, and now Michael Jackson's catalog is set to skyrocket as well. On Spotify alone, the late superstar's monthly listener count jumped by 5 million from last Monday to today. So 7 days. In 7 days, Michael Jackson's monthly listener count jumped 5 million. So just from just over 68 million to 73 million. So the Jackson 5, meanwhile, gained 1 million monthly listeners in that same time frame, going from 8.7 million to 9.7 million. So Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 all gaining more Spotify listeners after the Michael movie. So Michael Jackson's music jumped another 5 million listens and another 1 million for Jackson 5. So that is the latest on Michael Jackson and Spotify, as well as the Jackson 5. And I got so much music for you guys. Bad Bunny. So Bad Bunny's DTMF breaks record set by Despacito. All right, let's put it this way. Bad Bunny's DTMF breaks record for most weeks at number 1 on the Hot Latin Songs. So it's a Billboard Latin reporting. Bad Bunny sets a historic milestone as DTMF adds a 57th week at number 1 on the Billboard's Hot Latin Songs. As DTMF sets a new record at number 1 on the Hot Latin Songs, which debuted in 1986. So congratulations to Bad Bunny. Continues to do a lot of great things. Continues to make a lot of history. Bad Bunny's DTMF breaks record set for most weeks at number 1 on the Hot Latin Song. So congratulations to Bad Bunny. And I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Can I be honest with you? This is a little outside of sports news and entertainment, but I'm your guy, Media Markus. Keep it a little honest with you guys. Bad Bunny be getting me some Bad Bunny be, I obviously report on Bad Bunny, Super Bowl, all of that. Bad Bunny be getting me some bad followers. I'm not gonna lie. They be having a PR flag. I'm like, okay, they're following Media Markus. I'm giving them the latest. I'm not mad at that. How can you be mad at that? I'm not mad at that. So Shout out to all the followers that came from Bad Bunny and me reporting on him and Puerto Rico. I gotta go visit. All right, so that is the latest, though. A lot of music news. Let's talk a little bit of Donald Trump. President Trump calls for Jimmy Kimmel to be immediately fired following a joke What is the joke? Oh, I guess he had a fake video of Melania Trump, the first lady. So president, after a fake video that Jimmy Kimmel allegedly played, President Trump calls for Jimmy Kimmel to be immediately fired. TMZ reporting, as it looks like Trump wrote something on Truth Social about the firing that needs to be of Jimmy Kimmel. But it feels like deja vu, right? We just went through this a few months ago. Jimmy Kimmel, they kind of silenced him, laid him off. Not laid him off, but suspended him, then brought him back. But I guess that's the latest with those guys. What else did I have? Oh, I had to talk about this one. It's April 27th, right? Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter have announced their new song "Bring Your Love," which will release April 30th, 3 p.m. Pacific time. So let me go. I guess we're sticking with music. Back to music. Variety reported Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter have announced their new song "Bring Your Love" will release April 30th this week at 3 p.m. Pacific time. The track follows Madonna's surprise appearance during Sabrina Carpenter's headlining performance at Coachella on April 17th, where the superstars joined forces to sing Vogue, Like a Prayer, and more. Madonna's new album, Confessions 2, drops July 3rd, and Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter have announced a new song, Bring Your Love. So that is the latest on Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter. They have announced a new song called Bring Your Love, which will be releasing this week, April 30th. So we'll see what it sounds like from those two. I mean, those some heavy hitters right there. Sabrina Carpenter and obviously Madonna a lot there. A lot of music. Let's talk Black Information Network reporting. Like I said, I got a lot of things. I got a few more things to talk about. But Nebraska approves first Black-founded all-girls middle school. So some good news here. Black Information Network reporting once again. Nebraska's first state-approved Black-founded middle school is coming to North Omaha, and it's for all girls. So Identity Preparatory Academy is set to open in North Omaha later this year. The school's CEO and founder, Dernicia Phillips, has over 20 years of experience as a public and non-public school educator, mentor, and principal. Phillips plans for the school to promote a responsive learning environment that prioritizes both academic excellence and community engagement. So that is the latest. It looks like I'm getting a little tired here, but Nebraska approves first Black-founded all-girls middle school. So happy for everybody. I saw some interviews with some of the little girls, so that is very nice to see. Once again, Black Information Network reporting Nebraska approves first Black-founded all-girls middle school, and that will be in North Omaha, opening later this year. All right. What else do I have? I think I got some Bruno Mars stuff, but you know what? Let me talk Speedy. Speedy Mormon. He's a very popular. I would say he's a journalist, right? I mean, he's a very popular journalist. Speedy. Yes. So journalist Speedy Norman is leaving his role at Complex after 10 plus years. He is going independent. He announced today. Speedy, who's very big in the media space, he announced he released a statement saying, "End of an incredible era after 10 plus years, I've decided to step away from Complex and my show 360 with Speedy to go independent and enter into some new partnerships. Getting to work alongside some of my best friends and travel the world doing what I love has been an honor for a lifetime. Complex has been the best partner I could have imagined, and my life has changed forever because of them." So that is the latest from Speedy Norman. He is leaving Complex, he announced today, and is going independent after 10 plus years at the company. So congratulations to him. I totally get it, bro. I mean, especially when you got such a big following. And, this isn't, 30 years ago where you're just some guy behind a desk and people don't see your face. People know you. People see you. People are familiar with you. So I'm very happy for him. Speedy Norman announced He is in this media world, but journalist Speedy Norman is leaving his role at Complex to take a more independent route. So congratulations to him. And I think that was all I had. Maybe I had one more story. Let's talk some Bruno. Bruno Mars, DMV Daily reporting. Bruno Mars launches Hello Kitty pop-ups. Bruno Mars launches Hello Kitty pop-ups in DC and other cities along the romantic tour. So these other cities include Las Vegas, Glendale, Arizona, Arlington, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago, Detroit, and Toronto. But yes, so DMV Daily reporting Bruno Mars is expanding his sold-out The Romantic Tour with a new collaboration featuring Hello Kitty, launching themed pop-up shops in each tour city. So the pop-ups offer limited edition merchandise and photo experiences, becoming popular stops for fans and leading organizers to extend hours to 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. due to high demand. So additional cities were added to the rollout, including Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Detroit, and others. So that'll run in D.C. The pop-up will run from May 1st to May 3rd, 737 7th Street, Northwest D.C. So that will be happening. Bruno Mars launches Hello Kitty pop-ups in D.C. and other cities along the romantic tour. So we'll it looks pretty cool. I saw some pictures. It looks pretty cool. So people take advantage of that. I know people are big Hello Kitty fans, and I know obviously people are big Bruno Mars fans as well. So that'll be fun. And I really think that is it. You know what? I'm actually going to leave on this. So Cincinnati quarterback. So college football I'm talking right now, but I'm really just talking bigger than college football. But Cincinnati quarterback Brendan Sorsby taking leave of absence to treat gambling addiction. So I saw this today. Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby is reportedly taking a leave of absence from the program to seek treatment for a gambling addiction. The NCAA is currently investigating him for gambling, which could put his eligibility at risk. Sorsby, a high-priced transfer from Cincinnati who has gotten NFL buzz, started off looking stellar with the Bearcats the past season before fading down the stretch. But, yeah, I mean, he's going to rehab for gambling addiction. And I mean, my first thought was I'm glad that he's going to get help for that. My next thought was I wonder what that's going to mean for him, right? When you talk about like NFL teams and his eligibility, but I also just wonder because I sports gamble. I gamble on NFL specifically, which is really in college basketball. Those are my bread and butters. But I've never been having sort of an addictive personality. I can kind of step away. I haven't bet since March Madness because I don't know baseball like that. I'm not really I can't bet the NBA for contractual reasons. But I mean, I just kind of felt for the kid. I mean, it's a lot of advertisements and stuff that talk about sports betting, and you see it everywhere when you're watching a game, a sports game, like all kids do growing up, like I did. I'm sure a lot of other people did. And now, you see these ads that come up to talk about gambling and want you to gamble. And, it's tough. It's really tough, even though you're in a position where, hey, I'm a starting quarterback, and maybe he makes NIL money and has a little money to gamble, and you start losing, and you try to chase. That's what they call it. So I felt for him, but I also just kind of realized where we are as a society, and there's going to be more of this, I would think, to see. I mean, we already see people trying to cheat the system and stuff like that, but I think we'll see more of this too from the young people, just considering these are people that love, if they're in sports or into sports, they love it. They watch it. Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever it is. But every other commercial is a DraftKings or a FanDuel or Fanatics, whatever it is. And they want to get involved as well. The Ryan Coogler, I wanted to get involved in that. So, I'm just speaking my honesty, but that is it for Media Marcus, man. That is the latest from me. Latest in news, sports, and entertainment. Monday, April 27th. Happy birthday to my dad. Happy birthday to my dad, Monday, April 27th. Happy birthday to Charles' dad as well, Papa Banqua, my guy. So appreciate you all for listening and tuning in. I'm gonna go get some rest. But shout out to my Orlando Magic. Got that dub tonight. We eating dirty, car. We Jameis Winston eating W's. So feels good. Up 3-1. Job not done now. Job is not done. So appreciate you all for listening. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Be well, be blessed. I'm your guy, Media Marcus. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.